Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, Ara's Life on Budget. Ara here and welcome to a very special video that is making me so excited already. I can't believe it. I can't believe it that we're here and we're making this video, and I'm not ready because I didn't take anything. I didn't take anything of what I should have gotten. I'm gonna do that, but don't worry. In the meantime, let me explain to you. Okay, before beginning, I had to go ahead and fix myself a cup of coffee, and I already spilled some. You can see it. Can you tell that I'm excited? I don't know if you can tell that I am. Anyway, so let me clean the mess that I made off camera. Alright, took care of that. And yeah guys, so I had to get myself some coffee here. This is my morning coffee because today it's an important day. Today is exciting. Today is the, what day is it today? My watch doesn't say. Let me check. Today is the 16th of July, so you're gonna see this probably in a month. I think, I don't know, because I have so many videos, but yeah, I'm recording this on the 16th of July, and guys, sooner than what I expected, sooner than what I had anticipated, we managed to complete the Sloth challenge. The Sloth challenge. This challenge has been with me for over a year at this point, slightly over a year, and I never thought that this day will come. But guess what? Today we're gonna complete the last rows. Yes, today we're completing this challenge, and I cannot be happier. I've never been this happy. I've never been this proud of myself because I did all of this by myself, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This challenge, in case you don't know, it's funding my entire trip to Korea, which is gonna happen, well, by the time you're watching this video, in a month. So yeah, we are right on time with this one. We completed at the perfect time, and I'm so happy because I know that now I can relax. I don't have to save for this anymore. I don't have to worry anymore about having money to go on this trip. I don't have to worry about this, about anything. I just need to pack my luggage and go, which is making me so excited, and I want to scream, and I know that I cannot scream because yeah, I can't scream, but how exciting is that? I'm happy. There's nothing else I can say. Let's put this to the side just for a second. Let me take a sip. Morning coffee, always the best. So in my last in my last video, we completed the Disney challenge, which was another challenge that I was completing for my trip to Korea. We completed 3 of these trackers, and it took forever. It really seemed like this challenge was never completed. At some point it was like a booster in my Monday minis. I really tried everything that I could to complete this challenge. We did get some help a couple of times by my grandmother. She unknowingly helped me a couple of times to complete this challenge, but thank you, Grandma, because if I completed this challenge, it is also thanks to you. So yeah, we completed it. So, and I actually added some more money, so let's take whatever it is that we have that came out of that challenge, and let's count what we have, because all that we have here is gonna go into this Sloth challenge. This is gonna be slightly over what we should have, because what we should have would be 420, which is the total of the 2 rows, but what we have in reality is 100, 52, 50, 320, 40, 60, 80, 420, 45, and 50. 450 euros is what we really have, which is going into the challenge, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, because as I'm gonna explain in a second, once I move into the reallocation part of the video, I'm gonna explain to you. We're gonna go into my budget again a little bit. It's probably gonna be a long video, so if you want, take something to drink as well. But yeah, right now all we have to do is make sure that we complete this challenge. So after the second and last sip of my coffee, let's grab the tracker again, and as you know, each one of these rows is worth 200. I have 450 in here, so I can definitely color in the remaining 2 rows. And yeah, enjoy it, because I don't think I'm gonna cut it today. I think I'm gonna speed it up so that you can enjoy it with me. Alright, the last 2 colors. Let's see. The pink here for the 2. And lastly, for the 1, we have the purple. And guess what? It's done! It's done! It's officially over. It's officially completed. Let's ring the bell for this one because we deserve it. It's completed! It's completed! I saved a total of 4,200 euros in a year for this whole trip. Wow. Wow. I don't know, it doesn't even feel real, to be honest. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But look at that. Look, it's all colored in. I really saved all of this money. It's crazy, it's crazy. Granted, not all of it. It's here. Oh, wait a second. Sorry, my alarm went off. Granted, not all of it is here because some of it is spent for the flight, some of it is spent for the hotels, but that's okay because that is exactly what this money was here for. But I know what you want to see because I know. So let's grab the money, which is here. Let's take it out and let's put all of this together. So we have 100 here, and then we need the 50s, and then we have the 20s, and lastly we have the 5s, which I'm probably gonna change because I don't want to have 5s in here. Oh, look at this. And now it's officially complete. Shall we count and see how much? Oh my god, look at that. Shall we count? Let's count. I'm first gonna count with the prop money, and then we'll see what we have without the prop money, because this is money that I have spent already. So we have 200, 400, 600, 800, 900, 1000. So 1000 is here, and then we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2000 here. So wait a second, 1000, 2000, and 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 510, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, and 80. Wow, 2,680 euros is what we have so far in here. I mean, so far, what we have, because this is complete. 2,680. Let's take out the prop money and let's see how much we have. So 2,680 minus 2,468, and let's see. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, so 840. We have 1,840, or at least that is how much we should have. I'm gonna count it very quick just to make sure, and I'll be right back with you. All right, this is correct. So we have exactly 1,840 euros in here. Precisely. And I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Look at that. Look at that. This is the stack of money without the prop, which is beautiful. Actually, let me get a shot. I didn't get a shot. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We must have it. So let's do that. Ooh, beautiful. I want a bit more blue inside. Actually, let me try and move all of this to the side a little bit. All right, there you go. Look at that. I don't think I've ever had this much money in my entire life. Woo, and I can't wait to slowly bring this back to the bank. I'm not gonna bring all of it all together at the same time, but I'm slowly gonna bring it back to the bank so that I can put it on the card that I'm gonna have with me in Korea. Ooh, I like this shot actually. I love it. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. I think I like this one more, but I'll see, I guess. Ooh, look, let me put this one here so that I can take a screenshot. And yeah, this is the stack of money. So now we're gonna move into the second part of this video where I'm gonna go over the budget. I already made a video about the budget for this trip, but I think some things are gonna change. I don't know, I'll see. But in case you want to see how I budgeted for this trip at the very beginning, I'm gonna link the video and so you can go and watch it. But don't worry, because before reallocating all of this money, we're gonna go over the budget again. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this is my trip binder. If you watch my videos, then you already know. And in here I have all of the envelopes that will contain the money for the trip. Plus I have at the back a budgeting section, which is a bit messy because I did it a long time ago. I definitely wasn't an expert on, you know, cutting and sizing stuff. So this is the general budget. I'm gonna zoom you in just slightly so that you can see maybe a bit better. I think you can see. So this is what I did at the very beginning, and I did it on camera with you, so if you want you can go and watch it. It hasn't changed much apart from the fact that now I have some actual stuff filled in. At the back I also have some expenses trackers that I made. I also made some smaller versions that I'm gonna bring with myself when I go to Korea, so that I can keep track of all my expenses, and when I come back we can, you know, go over everything that we have spent and see if it matches. Here we have the accommodation page where I had budgeted 600, but we're gonna go into that in a second. So let's move into the budget and let's see what I had done and how it's gonna change now. So for the flight, this is the transportation tab, and here I have the flight as well as all the other transport that we are probably gonna take once we are there. So the shuttle, train and buses, the T-money card, which is like a card that you can, like a rechargeable card. So the rechargeable card, okay, the card for transportation, and yeah, everything else that we might get once we are there. Then we have the second tab, which is the accommodation, so all the hotels. At first, I think in the video I had only put like 2 entrances, like the hotel and the hanok. The hanok is like the traditional house in Korea where you can go and stay, and I had budgeted for these 2 only. So everything else that you see I added in a second moment. And then we have food and drink, adventures, shopping, and miscellaneous. So let's go into each one of them. Okay, so for the flight I had budgeted a total of 1,500, and I ended up saving, always with this same challenge, I ended up saving 1,550. So slightly over what I had budgeted, but in reality what I have spent for the flight was 1,455. So I actually ended up spending way less than what I had budgeted, which is amazing, because then I could transfer whatever I had left, which was 94, because this one was actually 56, so I had 94 remaining. I transferred it to miscellaneous, and I used that money to help me pay for my passport. So yeah, some of that money went there. And then I have budgeted 600 originally for everything else, okay? So 600 for the transportation in general, but I'll go back to that in a second, because first let's look at the accommodation. In here I am missing one that I have spent now. It was, how much was it? Wait a second, let me check. It's here at the back. Okay, never mind, I'm gonna do that in a second. So for the hotels, I had originally budgeted 300 for the hotels in general and 300 for the hanok only. Now what I have spent in reality is much more different, because I have spent, let's see, I have spent, so for a total of 600 budgeted. What I did in reality was I spent 146 for the first hotel in Seoul, and then I spent 108 for the second hotel, which is gonna be in Busan, where we're gonna go second. So from the 21st to, no, sorry, from the 20th, what? Oh no, okay, let's do that again. So from the 17th, which is the day we arrive, to the 20th, we are gonna be in Seoul, and we're gonna spend 146 for the hotel. Then we're gonna move on to Gyeongju, which is like a traditional village, and that's where we're gonna be at the hanok. And I actually spent half of what I had anticipated, because I had budgeted 300 for the hanok only, and I actually spent 160, so almost half, which is great for 2 nights, because we're going to be there from the 20th up until the 22nd. From there we're going to move to Busan, where we spent 108 for the hotel. Then we're going to move to Jeju, where we paid 173 for 3 nights, I think. And then we are going to go back to Seoul, where we are going to have another hotel for 145, for a total of 732 euros spent for the hotels. So as you can see, we went slightly over the budget. So what I did was I simply took some of this money from transportation and I transferred it to accommodation. So today, instead of budgeting 500 for transportation, we're gonna budget 500 so that the plus, you know, the extra money can go to accommodation. So I can actually write it down that I spent 730, well, 35 if we want, but whatever, for accommodation. Then moving on to food and drink, I really don't know how much I'm gonna spend in there. My friend already said that she wants to eat everything, that she wants to eat a lot, but I'm not really a food lover. I like and I enjoy you know, trying, tasting stuff, especially when it's new stuff, but I'm not really into food that much. And I don't know if it's because, sorry, I had another alarm going on, but anyway, yeah, I don't know if it's because, you know, I have the diet mentality since I've been on a diet for the longest time, but I'm really not into food in general. So I don't think I'm gonna spend that much on food because I go to Korea to try the food also, but not mainly for that. So my friend said that she was gonna budget 800 for food. 800. I was like, are you crazy? 800 seems like way too much money for food. So I only budgeted 500. And I know that now you may think, okay, now 800 and 500 is a pretty substantial difference. So how are you gonna survive if your friend plans on spending this much? Now the thing is, the food in Korea is actually very, very cheap unless you go to a fancy restaurant where you want to spend the money. And I think we are going to do it because we plan on having a couple of nights out, especially for our birthdays, because we're gonna spend both of our birthdays there. Yes, we're gonna celebrate. And for my friend, it's actually gonna be an important one because she's gonna turn 30 in Korea. So it's very, very important for her, not me. I'm not there yet, luckily, okay, but she will. So yeah, we're gonna have like a big celebration. We're probably gonna go out and we're gonna spend the night having fun. I don't know, so that's probably when we're gonna spend most of our money. But in general, I don't think we're gonna spend much because when you go to the markets, when you go and get their food, you really don't spend much in Korea. So I think if I choose wisely, I can make 500 work. Random, which is adventures in reality, I budgeted 200. Now you may be thinking, sorry, you may be thinking 200, that's very little, but according to my research, in Korea, most of their attractions, most of them are free, totally for free. So if you want to visit a temple, if you want to visit a royal palace, they are mainly free. So adventures is basically that, you know, all the museums, all the attractions, and all the other possible places that we might want to go and visit. So I don't think I'm gonna need much for that because of this very reason. So I budgeted 200, and if I need more, I can always go into shopping or my buffer here and I can take the money from there. Moving on, shopping, I budgeted 500. Now I don't know if this is gonna be enough, to be honest with you, but I decided that in September when I get paid, I'm probably gonna keep some of that money to my trip so that I can have another buffer if I need to. But I go to Korea personally mostly for shopping. I mean, if I have to pick from between food and shopping, I choose shopping in Korea. So I think I'm gonna spend this money totally free as I want. I want to try all their skincare products. I want to have a manicure done by them. I want to buy, you know, all the beauty products. I want to have fun. And so I think 500 is probably gonna be, I probably need more than this, but I'm gonna try and work with 500 euros. And lastly, I have a buffer here, which is gonna be the buffer coming from my Disney challenge, and it's probably gonna be 300, but I don't know because I'm probably gonna use whatever I have left. So this is the budget so far. I'm gonna try and stick to this, but of course when I'm there and whenever I need to make changes, I'm probably gonna do it. And once I come back, we're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna go and see, you know, how much I've spent and what has happened in reality. But anyway, now actually let me close this for a second. Let me zoom you out. All right, we're back to the previous postation. So now let me get the money, which is all here. Let's give it another count just to make sure this is all the money that I'm gonna bring with me. And you saw me work on this money for a long time. So did I count it already on camera? I don't remember anymore. Can you believe it? I think I did, but I know for a fact that this is correct. This should be 2000 and something. I don't remember, so I'm just gonna put it in. I'm gonna put the prop money at the back because we're gonna use that separately. The 100. Just a second. Okay, sorry, I had to go and check at the door because I thought someone had rung the doorbell, but no, apparently I imagined it, I don't know. Anyway, I was putting the money in. Ooh, I love having all this money here. Beautiful. All right, all the 10s. And we also have a couple of 5s, which I'm probably gonna change because I don't know what to do with all these 5s here. All right, so this is the money. Ooh, look at the colors. I love having all these colors here. You can see well. Ooh, beautiful. All right, let's start. So let's see. I'm gonna go into all the categories and we'll see what we can do in here. Starting from flight, of course, I already have the money in. This money has actually been spent already, so it's not here anymore. I only kept the prop money for today's video. Like just because I wanted to make sure that I had everything, that everything matched. So we have 1,200, 455 and 60. So 1,460, no, 56. 1,456, which is what I have spent for the flight, so we don't need that anymore. So let's move into accommodation because this is the only other category that is gonna get the prop money, and it's all in here. This is actually 800, so I should probably exchange this for 100 if I have it. Do I have it? I do actually, yes I do. So I think I'm gonna put this away. So this is what we have in here. So in accommodation, what I have spent is 200, 400, 600, 700 and 10, 20, 30. I'm gonna keep this 10. No, I have a 5 here next to me. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I have a 5, so I'm gonna put this, which should be what we have spent. I'm gonna, yeah, no, I don't need to check because I know that this is exactly what I have spent for accommodation. So 2, 4, 6, 710, 20, 35. 735 is what I have spent, of course rounding up slightly just to, you know, make it easier for myself. So accommodation and flight are done. So I think now the next category I want to move into is transportation, which, as I said, is gonna get 500. And in here, actually no, I'm gonna do it later on simply because I'm gonna explain to you as I go. But let's see, let's start with shopping. Shopping, like I said, was gonna get 500. So let's do 1, 52, 53, 54, 5500. Let me count that and let's say bye-bye to the 100. So let's see, actually don't want to keep the 100 here. Actually, you know what, I think I'm gonna do it this way. Let me put 200 back and let's do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 20, 40, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, and I'm gonna explain to you why I'm doing it this way. Let's see, let's make sure that this is 500, which is how much I had budgeted, right? 500, yes, 500. So let's see, we have 51, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. All right, 500 in shopping. And the reason why I decided to break it down this way is because I'm gonna bring most of this, probably this much, back to the bank, and it's gonna be into my pocket for the trip so that I can use it for shopping. But I also want to keep some money in cash when I go there, so that I can you know, in case we go to a market, or in case for whatever reason I need cash, I have it with me. So this in smaller bills is gonna be what I'm gonna exchange in won, which is their currency, and this is gonna go back to the bank to be on my credit card and to be spent through the credit card. All right, so, and I think that I'm gonna do the same with all the other categories. So let's move into food, and I think food, yes, let's do food. Actually, no, let's do food. Food, I budgeted 500 as well, so let's do the same. So 51, 52, 53, 53, yeah, let's do 53, and then let's do the same. So let's do 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. Do I need more tens? I think I need a bit more tens for food. So let me 40 back, and let's take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100. And the reason is exactly the same, because we're not always gonna eat in a restaurant. Sometimes we're gonna go to markets, sometimes we're gonna go to other places. So I know for a fact that in Korea the markets don't accept credit cards, so I want to have some cash on me if I need to. I don't know if I'm gonna exchange all of this money, to be honest, but for the time being this is the plan. So let's count and make sure this is 500. So we have 51, 52, 53 that is going back to the bank. So 300, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 500. All right, so this is correct. So 500 that I'm gonna exchange in won. All right. Oof, I love how fat this is getting. Now let's move accommodation. We did it. Adventures is gonna get 200, and let's move into transportation, which, like I said, is gonna get another 500, right? Yes, originally it was 600, now it went back to 5, and I think I'm gonna do the same here. So 1, 2, 3. I only have 300 left, so let's do that. And then 20, 40, 60, 84, and let's do, yeah, the same. So let's do 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. All right. Let's make sure that this is 5, just like we did. So 51, 52, 53, 300 that is going back to the bank, and 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500 is going to be exchanged in won. Again, for the second time, I don't know if this is exactly how I'm gonna do it, but for now that is it. Accommodation, we did it. Food, we did it. Adventures, we didn't do. So we only need the miscellaneous and adventures. Sleep, am I missing 100? I might be missing 100, but I'm not too sure. Let's see. For adventures, we are gonna do 200, so 20, 40, 60, 81 precisely, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. All right, so yeah, we might be missing some, but that's okay. Let's see. No, actually, I think this is correct. Let's count and make sure this is 200, 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. All right, perfect. So this is 200 going into adventures. And I think I'm going to bring all of this back to the bank, honestly. So let's move to the last bit, which is miscellaneous. In here, I already have, let's see, 50, 70, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, which was some of the money that I spent for my passport, and to this we're gonna add 100 and all of this. So let's see, 110, 20, 30, 40, 140 plus 94 is how much? 140 plus 95, let's say 235. All right, so I might add 20 more in here just to 40, 50. I'm probably gonna add some more in here. I should have 300 in here. I don't know why I don't. Yes, I tell you why. It's because of that 100 that I was missing, because I had 800 in, whoopsie, in prop money, and I had exchanged this 200 for 100, but the other 100 I didn't take. So it means that that 100 is in the bank, right? Yes. So I have it in the bank. So I'm gonna take some prop money to signify that I have another 100 into the bank. I didn't think about that. And I don't know if I'm gonna take it or I'm gonna leave it in the bank, to be honest with you. Look at all the prop money that I have. Do I have a 100? I have thousands, but I don't have hundreds. I don't seem to have any more hundreds, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take two 50s and we're gonna use those. I even made 300s, look, because I knew that. Okay, so 50 and another 50. All right, they're both here. All right, let's see now. So what we have in here is actually 150, 210, 20, 30, 40. 40 plus 50 is 90, so 290, 310, 31, 2, 3, 4. All right, I think I'm still gonna add some money in here, but we'll see. I don't know. I think only a few just to reach a round amount, but that is it. So these are all the categories done. Oh my god, and I can't believe it. It's done. It's done. This is the product of all our work. It's crazy. So flight, which we already spent, transportation has 500, accommodation has 735, food has 500 as well, adventures 200, shopping 500, and miscellaneous that 200, 300, whatever. So yay, these envelopes are full and I couldn't be happier. Finally, this is done. Oh, my trip is fully funded, and all I have to do now, look how fat this is. Beautiful. It's so heavy. Oh, finally, I couldn't wait to see this become fat and juicy. Ah, love it. So all I have to do now is relax and wait for this moment, the moment to leave for this trip arrives. Wow, can you believe it? I can't. This is probably gonna be a very long video, but that's totally worth it because yeah, I don't know when this is gonna happen again. To be honest, that I have so much money to stuff. It was so much fun. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Wish me good luck, and thank you so much for being with me for this whole journey here. It was insane, and I really never thought that I was gonna be able to save all of this money for a trip. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon because yeah, I've dreamt my whole life to be able to have such a big trip and to experience, you know, something like this. I don't know, I never thought that this was gonna be possible for me, but it is. I'm having the trip of my life, and not only that, but in the meantime I'm going on multiple trips and I'm having fun and I'm enjoying life the way I've never enjoyed before. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for watching, really. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, if you decide to stick around, then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.